Welcome to the Lads AM podcast, a show for those late night ramblings you only get when the rest of the world is asleep. This show is available in both podcast and Let's Play form. Check out our social media to find out how to listen the way you want to. Tonight, we are playing...
Nope.
And any guesses to what class I'm going to have you pick?
Oh my god, 1 in 9
You're going to close your eyes and point a random one.
I want you to play medic.
Yo, support main, let's fucking go! I didn't want to play the game either, so I'll just watch. Oh wow, look at him go. He's having this demo man looks like he's having fun playing the game.
Dude, medic looks like Mercy. Just without flying.
Yeah. I can't believe TF2 would rip off Overwatch like that.
I know, really.
That's crazy.
This game that came out in 2007.
Hey, Dustin.
What?
You're on a computer.
I am on a computer. It's my computer.
Your
Holy shit,
computer.
it's not my computer.
It's not your computer. It's mine.
Thank
stole
God
your
it's not your. Thank God it's not your computer.
Oh, God.
Look, my computer may have been garbage, but I still want it back.
You had your chance today, but then you spent all day playing Minecraft.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't going to go to your house while you were gone.
Yeah, you could have. I could have asked
Yeah.
someone who's here.
Yeah. When do you work tomorrow?
I have to be in at 7:30. Hopefully I'm out by like 1 or 2.
Okay, cool. I'll stop by later in the afternoon then.
Okay. Just shoot me a text first to make sure I'm actually home.
Will do.
Because I say 1 or 2, but one time I was out until like 8 on a Sunday, so
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
We might. Hey, but too bad. Well, that better not happen. We might not be able to play D&D. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Rob, why you all talk?
So I like the idea that I posted a message about me not being able to do D&D like 5 days ago, and in the back of my mind I'm like, Matt's gonna kill me. And then Matt doesn't say anything, and I'm like, oh, Matt's actually handling this really well. And all of a sudden it just occurred to me, no, he's just been waiting for the podcast to get to me.
Yeah, bro. Why you gotta mess with me like that? Why you gotta give me false hope, bro?
I'm sorry. I had this planned for like a month where I got scheduled for 7 p.m. Sunday. I'm sorry.
Dude's all talk. First he's like, yeah, I'll edit the podcast, and then he wimps out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you wonder why last episode looked like it was done right, even though I said Rob couldn't get anything, so he chickened out. And then he flakes on D&D, and he calls me a slur when I joined Minecraft today.
Whoa.
I didn't know such a thing.
Yeah, what did you say?
Throwing out
something about?
such accusations during Pride. How dare you?
Yeah, he thinks it'll save him.
Hey, where's my game message for the day, Dustin?
I'll work on it.
You have
There.
1 hour and 9 minutes.
You got it.
Dustin, I have a couple. I've been saving a couple just in case you ever needed one and you wanted to call me and ask for some.
Hey, you want to hit me up before rain now, real quick?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I don't think I can. If you
Honestly,
go to my likes on Twitter, there's a couple there for you.
Perfect.
honestly, I just like how Dustin just sends me tweets.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally just tweets. Just about
Uh,
every single one.
Yeah,
ran-
because they're up to date. man.
Quotes.
He's
No one
giving
talks
you-
about being gay
You
anymore.
ran out of quotes! Dude, you didn't even have any quotes to start with.
I'm
No
talking
one-
about last year I ran out.
You could have looked. You had a whole year to look for more.
Right.
You-
Couldn't find any.
You couldn't look up any famous LGBT people and get quotes from them.
Name
No good
one
ones.
famous.
That I could send you and say, thinking of you, fist emoji.
You don't even get. Why would you don't even? What do you do? Actually, what do you do for? Because you don't do that for Pride. You don't raise your fist.
Sure you can.
Can you?
It's always a raised fist of solidarity for everything.
Oh shoot.
I'm just saying, if you were to raise your fist, there probably people would understand what you're getting at.
Yeah. Okay, cool. When I was in Boston yesterday, it was
Mhm.
yesterday. Look, they looked like they were setting up for the Pride stuff. I don't know if it was something doing just happening Friday night or if it's gonna like I don't know if they're going the whole weekend, but they were setting up a bunch of like tables and stuff. The same thing that we like accidentally walked into last year, Rob, if you remember.
Dustin.
At the Boston Comedy, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, we just happened to be there and it was pretty cool. I think that's probably the same thing that we what we just happened to walk into.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully
Sorry.
that's going well. Oh fuck.
So Dustin very quickly sent me hit my Pride thing for the day.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know how to explain this. I'm just gonna post it in the Discord, and you're just gonna have to show it on the screen, man. Then we can talk about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna post it immediately. That's what Dustin just sent me.
Oh, good time.
It's that old fish from SpongeBob going like, "Hey, last night I saw it on TV," but instead of SpongeBob, it's the pride flag.
Did you
And
get
it's
And
that
what
from
he
my
saw is the color
Did-
thing on the TV.
Did you get that from my Twitter?
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's really Pride. That's like
that's
Yeah,
pride.
it is. It's like, hey, I saw it's the old man. He goes, hey, I saw
a
you.
rainbow flag, and it doesn't mean that it's Pride.
Well,
Sure
yeah,
it is.
because the joke is that the old fish man is the old man from SpongeBob. I
Yeah.
love the young people. It's
Yeah.
him looking at a T. He's like, oh, I saw you last night. And he's talking to SpongeBob, who is, in this instance, being the pride flag. And then it's him on TV, him looking at like the color bars on TV because he's an old confused man with dementia. You're making fun of dementia patient, Rob.
Yeah.
It's hard being an ally, Robert. Just sit down.
Wow.
It is hard being an ally. I don't know if you would know anything about it. So I mentioned this earlier to Rob anyway. Rob and Georgia because they were in call. Actually, let me find a place. Let me find a place to hide. I'm
we hiding?
I'm totally gonna get kicked from the game if I try to post this. 1 second. I'll post the pictures when the game ends. But Georgia and I were in Boston. We were just walking around doing some stuff, and on a I realized I have Chad on. He says I'm more of a femboy Hooters kind of guy. Oh, I love this game. So we're in Boston and we see a on like a Vespa or like a scooter. We see this guy with a guitar on his back and a teddy bear head. Like he like kind of like the head like it kind of looks like Ted from the movie Ted.
Yeah,
like that kind of head on him, and he's just going down the street on his like scooter, and Georgia and I are like, what is that? I take a couple quick pics. I take my camera out, or I had my camera out, so I just kind of just spam take pictures because you don't see that every day.
Not traditionally.
But then like maybe 30 minutes later, we're walking around somewhere completely different, and we see the guy just playing his guitar. It's not a guitar; he's playing a guitar, just like on the corner by like one of the tea stops. And dude, he's jamming. He's just going crazy. And Georgia and I look at each other like this is just like how could this have been planned? We're like, holy shit, it's the guy. It's the guy from the bike. He's real. So I went up to him and I had a couple of dollars because he had like his case open. So I put a couple of dollars in, and then I like pointed my camera, and I'm like, can I take pictures of you? and then he gives me the nod head with his with his teddy bear head, and I got a couple shots of him, and it was really cool. As I'm walking home from work today, I'm like, oh, I want to mention that on the podcast. I want to put good teddy bear with a keytar in the topics channel. I don't know how to spell keytar. I Google it. For some reason, it auto-completes as keytar bear. And I look it up, and it's the same dude. This dude's got like a social media account, and he's just known around Boston for being the cool keytar bear guy. I'm like, this is sick. So whenever I get the picture, I post it on Instagram. I'm gonna be like, I had my first meeting with the keytar bear, feeling blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed, dude.
Dude, nice.
It was just really cool.
What kind of music did you play?
You
I
played a
just
guitar.
found an article. Found an article from 2018 from Vice. Boston's keytar bear is a great musician when people aren't punching him.
Yeah, so going off of that, I was reading a little bit about it because while you told Georgia to look it up, Matt, I looked it up too, and then kind of put two and two together.
Mm-hmm.
But he has his own Wikipedia page also.
Yeah, I've been meaning to read that.
But apparently,
that's the
this
first thing
guy
I
has
saw.
been assaulted and robbed on multiple occasions.
Oh no!
There was one point early on in like 2016 or so where he got mugged. They broke his keytar, but people crowdfunded him a new one.
Oh my god, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
And then there were 3 teenagers from New Hampshire who like beat him up and they got arrested. So,
oh my god, what a legend!
most recently in 2018. I think since 2018 he's been good.
Oh my god!
But like, geez, why y'all being so mean to the guy? He's just trying to play some music.
I wonder if it's maybe the fact that they can't see his face. It like
Maybe.
they're Chamorro compass.
Did
It's
you
just, like out of whack?
Did you see why he's in a bear costume, Matt?
No, I haven't looked. No, I haven't. I didn't realize there was like information about him.
You especially would find this really interesting, I think.
Yeah, no, hit me with it.
All right, so it turns out, based on conversations with the guy, because no one knows his actual identity. Like, no one knows what his actual identity is. But one of the things that we know is that he's biracial.
Okay.
And one of the reasons he performs in the bear costume is because he doesn't want anyone to consider race when listening to him. And his argument literally is, you don't know whether I'm white or black, just enjoy my music. It doesn't matter.
Nice. Good for them. This actually, there's this like movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like it was like an I don't know if it was an indie movie, but it's basically about like this guy who is like a musician, and I didn't really like the movie personally, but it's like this guy who's like a musician, and he's like really it has something to do with like he's got something going on. Like his mental health is part of the plot of the movie. But it's like an indie movie where he wears a helmet of just like this guy of like this like doll head, and him and a bunch of other seemingly weird musicians all go like into the forest and make an album. And the whole thing is that no one knows who he is, but apparently he has like this, but he's like a genius or something. Like he's a really good musician. He's like his music's crazy, man. Like his mind just works a different way, man. And now I'm hearing about this. I'm like, this is just a better version of that movie. this guy's living the movie, and I'm enjoying it a lot more than I did the actual movie.
There you go.
I think the movie's called like Frank. Yeah, I think it's called Frank. I could be wrong though, but someone else should just make a movie about this guy because that's sick. I didn't know there was lore about him.
Yeah.
because I never looked them up until I was walking home, and then I joined Discord because I was like, Georgia, look him up, look him up. He's real.
Dude, it was so hard hearing what you were saying. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I was also like outside on mobile, so it probably didn't sound very good.
I never knew it was called a keytar.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
It's called the keytar.
I feel like they had a different name for it, but now I don't remember it.
Guitar with buttons.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's only what I called it.
So, reading more about the Wikipedia page, I'm just gonna mention a couple things. The few things that are known. He's been interested in music since he was a kid. He was homeschooled by his grandmother in Sutton, Mass.
Okay.
He mentioned he's biracial, but has never met his dad, who was in the military. He was inspired by a real-life bear in the form of a mother bear and her cub that would visit his grandmother's backyard. And he's apparently a music and hip-hop dance teacher.
Wow.
Dang, so this dude's out here teaching people how to dance, and they don't even know they're talking to Keytar Bear.
He started performing in 2011 after buying a bear costume from the movie Ted for Halloween.
It is Ted.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
Ted, yeah. When asked why he decided to start performing in a bear costume, he stated he wants to kill racism. You don't know if I'm black or white, you just see a little bear.
That was scary for a second.
What do you think he was gonna say?
I don't know. I was on the edge of my seat. I want to kill what? Racism. Oh, okay, good.
Wants to kill racists. Either way, it's based.
On June 12th, 2018, Trillium Brewing Company released a special beer called the Keytar Bear Double IPA to honor him. Part of the proceeds went to help the performer after he was in a motorcycle crash in the spring. While he initially thought he would not be able to perform in the summer, he ended up being able to perform with crutches then.
Yo, this guy's...
But yeah, this is the incident section. Keytar Bear has been subjected to multiple attacks involving robbery and battery. In November 2014, he was beaten and robbed near Faneuil Hall, which led to the arrest of 2 people. The attack left his keytar broken, but it was later replaced. A 4th attack occurred on January 17, 2017, when 3 teenagers from New Hampshire beat and robbed the performer, which again damaged his equipment. The teenagers were arrested shortly afterwards, and an online fundraising page raised $9,500 to help him with his losses.
Dude, he's
he's been performing for like 12 years.
Guy's a hero, man. I met a legend.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so glad there's lore.
Yeah.
I have a picture of him on his...
He has an Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I saw a bunch of pictures of him. That's great. When was the last time you guys met a little legend? You guys
Dude, I am a legend.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
You never...
No, I never met any legends.
I'm trying to think here. Depends on what you count as a legend, I guess.
I don't know. You meet anyone as cool as Keytar Bear? I mean,
not really.
I guess people I hang out with are just cooler than you guys. So
apparently, so yeah.
I met some big Twitch streamers, but
well, like XQC.
No.
Why is that funny?
Because he's definitely hanging out with XQC.
He just named the biggest person.
Dude, me and XQC are actually best friends. Dustin, you've been replaced. The next road trip I'm doing is with XQC.
Oh, God.
You'll never believe it. He snores louder than me.
Oh, yikes.
That'll work. They'll cancel each other out then.
True.
It'll actually be really quiet in that room. But
Yeah.
speaking of animals and music, what happened to that? What was a Glendale album, huh?
Georgia. Okay, we were wondering. We were like, okay, we did. First of all, it was it was one song. Was
Well,
it
that
an
was like
album?
a week ago. That wasn't even released that day.
Wasn't? Yeah. So who was the one that told us that it was gonna be
It was
a whole
Banner.
album?
No, it was me.
Oh, was Dustin?
Yeah, because that's as they
Yeah.
told me.
That's
Well,
what
who
they
told
heard.
you?
What was a Glendale?
Well, who told
Well,
them?
why did they? Who
told
told them?
They did. They said they were releasing an album June 9th, 420. And I was at work. It was 420 on June 9th. Looked at Spotify, it wasn't there. But then that's when I saw the songs. Like, did I mishear them? And like they're only doing a single, not the album. But I looked like, no, that was released May 23rd. What's this? Where's the album? I want an album. I'm talking to you
So-
directly, Wolves of Glendale.
So we do. Apparently, I don't know if you've heard this. There is an album coming out, and there has been a date announced for it. Did you hear this, Dustin?
What?
The date's May of next year.
Huh?
That's what. After a little bit of research, that's what George A. found out.
Wait, where did he find that?
Bro, I don't know.
Because I looked at their Twitter and they don't post on Twitter apparently. I don't have any other social media anymore, so I don't know where to find out.
I gotta start fact checking y'all.
Yeah. What's Georgie talking about?
Yeah, actually, it's
But I'm gonna
2
start
days from
doing
now.
research.
2 days from now, actually. They're actually coming to Boston
How would they-
tomorrow.
How would they go from June 9th all the way to May of next year and talking about like songs they have ready for the album?
Yo, you listen to the new song though?
Yeah. Because they played that song after they announced that they're releasing an album June 9th. They're like, here's a song that's going to be on that album. They played it.
You like it, man?
Yeah, it was really good. It was Just Give Me Cash, I think it was called.
What? No, it's called The Gym.
No, it was a different one.
What?
What?
What are you
So-
talking about?
I'm talking about the song they played in the live stream after they announced they're going to be making an album.
No, I'm talking about the new one, the one like a week ago. The
Yeah, I
Gym.
know that. I know that one, yeah. That one's good too.
Dustin's heard some hidden lore I don't know about.
Yeah. That's why I thought you were asking me.
On their Instagram page, it says here the gem drops May 24th. Pre-save here.
Oh, yeah, it already did. That's the song.
Well, I'm just saying, where did you get the information you
Live
got?
stream!
In a dream, maybe?
Live stream!
Like you dream about it, man? You accidentally leave Spotify.
I was
open when
watching
you
their
fell
live
asleep?
stream on YouTube, and they said...
Dude, Wolves of Glendale has a Patreon.
Makes sense.
Can I spend like $500 and get like my name on like their tour bus?
For $5 a month, you can hang out with them on a monthly live stream.
For $1, can I release an album?
For $2, for $2, you get access to their Discord where you can chat with them.
Every $100 they
Pay them $2 and ask them, hey, where's the album? You ruined the meme. I'm not waiting for June 9th, 420 next year.
Every $100 moves the album forward a day. So just do the
Dude.
math, and that's how much it costs.
For $10 a month, you can get PDF sheet music for their songs.
Ooh.
Yo,
Uh,
as if any of us play instruments.
Stone.
I also found out it's
Dude,
Glendale
Matt,
in Glendale,
an
California.
exclusive Wolves of
not
Glendale
Arizona.
sticker.
Ooh, a sticker.
I thought Glendale was like a place in like the UK.
No. UK.
I didn't know, man.
Matt,
Georgia and I came up with a bit because there was like a Boston tour bus. It was like a 2-tier bus, and this one just happened to be red. And we are like, oh, I love London, love this city, loved it. And then I saw like another tour bus that wasn't red, and I was like, oh, the UK, man, it's beautiful over here.
Matt, For $25 a month, you get your name in their videos. And then for $50 a month, once a year, you can have a private 30-minute Zoom call, just you and the three of them.
Oh, that.
It's gonna be 30 minutes of me yelling at them for why there's no album.
It literally says once a year you'll hop on where you can talk about whatever you want. Songwriting, pasta recipes, our darkest secrets.
We have to figure.
What happened to that one guy in the cooties?
All right.
What did you do to him?
Okay, how about this, guys? Here's the plan, right? We each do 50. That adds up to an hour and a half.
Oh.
We get them. We get them on that. Then we record every single one.
Dude,
we're saving you the Zoom call. Hop on Discord. 3 of them done at once. Do the podcast with us.
So what I'm hearing is, if I do the math correctly, you ready? We can get them on the podcast for an hour and a half for together, $1,800.
Yeah, let's go.
Dude, yearly Wolves of Glendale podcast. Who says no?
Dude.
Like, welcome back on the show that you're contractually obligated to be on due to the terms of service of patreon.com.
Once again, an hour and a half of us just yelling for an album.
Every year we're asking for another one.
Where's the album? Every damn year. He got in this voice call. Where's the album?
We want you to release albums like they release Call of Duty games. Oh, one a year.
One a year, low quality.
Yeah. Oh, they're the amounts. Their writing quality just tanks because they have to churn out an album a year, so we can't yell at them. See, that's how you get what you want.
Completely ruin their music careers because they just keep making worse and worse albums because we keep yelling at them every year to make another album.
They have to make another new band.
They reform the Cooties.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's all good, man.
Yeah. It'll happen eventually. I'm sure of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That, the Zoom call idea, I guess it kind of makes sense in that vein, because it's like, yeah, these are probably people want to talk to. But when I was in college and you had to do like Indiegogo or like Kickstarter for like your film projects, like crowdfunding, one of the advanced film groups, I don't remember exactly what project it was. I knew some of the people in it. They put that on there. There's like, you can have a Skype call or something with the cast,
a couple of college students,
with like a group of college like film students, and I'm like, who would
care?
I think I made fun of that for like a year. I'm like, who would want that?
Dude,
they came up with some stuff, man.
That with a couple of college students are gonna post something on Vimeo one day, I guess.
It's probably gonna get into maybe their local film festival. I really want to have a conversation. I want
to know what's going on in that guy's head.
Dude, I go to school with them and I don't talk to them. Although I think I may have actually known someone that was on it.
Dude, should I get the Rob the Gamer 115 Patreon going?
Every tier is just a different Zoom call with you.
For every dollar,
for $5, you get a 5-minute conversation with me. For $10, you get a 10-minute conversation with me. For $30, you get a half-hour conversation with me.
Yo, wait a minute. Think about how much money we've saved on the podcast in using that logic. Because we have conversations with them every week.
Dude, yeah, you should be owing me $90 a fucking episode.
We don't have to pay for it.
Oh, I had to pay Matt.
Dude, I paid Matt.
I still have to do it for this month.
I owed him for like 3 months, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I sent him $39.
Yeah. Oh, true. I'm closer to the lens.
$39. What's the rest?
Well, because
Minecraft server
to help cover the cost of that.
Because we started playing Minecraft. If you were wondering when the Minecraft phase is, it's now.
Oh yeah, it came back.
Officially started the Minecraft phase yesterday.
Yeah, it came back yesterday because the update came out. And I'm looking at the server and it says I have 70 player slots. And I'm like, why do I have 70 player slots? Like, why did the amount of players I can have on the server just double? And then Rob had reminded me, like, oh yeah, we upgraded the server because they were playing on it. And I was like, oh,
we wanted to use a mod pack and we had to upgrade the server.
And I was like, oh yeah. And then both of them said they would like chip in for it. And then months later, everyone forgot about it. That's actually how the server originally started, the same way too. It was with a bunch of my college roommates. And we're like, we should have a Minecraft server. And it's like, okay, if it's $10 a month between 5 people, that's like $2 a month. That's crazy. And then no one ever paid me.
I got really concerned for a second because it sounded like you were saying it's $10 a month if we split it between the 5 of us. I was like, you're paying $50 a month?
No.
I was like, holy shit. That's how you can fucking get your lens.
And I've just kept the server since then. That server was like a couple of years old at this point.
Yo, nice.
I don't think.
Well, it's nice that we have our Minecraft server.
I like the idea that we just have a Minecraft server at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting for the 2 weeks of the year that we play the game.
Hey, it was like a couple months last time.
True. You know what's cheaper than McAfee?
Yeah, cheaper than McAfee.
Way cheaper than McAfee. Georgia, we're at Micro Center and someone said McAfee. And if you think Georgia just does it for a bit, he joins someone's conversation to be like, don't get McAfee.
He deleted it from their laptop at Micro Center.
He said, someone just said McAfee. And then I just hear Georgia go, don't get McAfee. And then they're like, yeah. And then the person that works at Micro Center also joined in. It was like, yeah, it's like worse than a virus. And then they had like this little powwow about all making fun of McAfee. And then they brought up how like the guy who made McAfee like went crazy and is dead. And I'm like, oh wow, this is a real conversation.
It gets better. So slight update to that conversation. You ready?
Yeah.
Unprompted the other day, I'm eating dinner. My dad looks at me and says, hey, do you have McAfee? I'm like, or why? He's like, I'm done.
Oh, I wish I knew what he was doing.
I'm like, no. Like, don't make this.
They've needed McAfee. I want to kill him with that. Yeah. Actually. No, I thought that was going to happen.
If not, I got scammed hard.
Yeah. Have you been talking?
Have I been talking?
I thought you were just going to let it play out. I was like, wow, you're really not going to say anything?
Wait, I'm very confused.
Yeah, you were like cut out for a while.
You were cut out for
a
while.
What?
You're getting all warpy with your voice, and then it would start cutting out.
What?
And then you were just silent for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, after you said your dad asked you about McAfee.
Oh, well, you didn't miss too much then. I basically just warned him and said, don't make the same mistakes I did.
Nice.
And then I was asking if because I couldn't remember if I had talked about how I'd gotten scammed on the podcast.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we brought that up. Trust me.
Okay.
It's funny because that happened in a previous episode too, where Robert just was in the middle of telling a story, but then just went silent, and then picked up randomly at the end. But we didn't say anything last time.
Wait,
you didn't?
No, he didn't say anything.
We really didn't say anything?
No, he didn't.
You just kept going?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Sorry.
You were talking about something to do with spiders, because you were talking about how you were scared of spiders, and your dad, I think.
Oh, my dad was a real prick about spiders.
I think those was like your dad gave you he gave you 2 options: either get rid of a spider on the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, I know that
do
story.
something
Yeah.
else. Yeah, I think you're in the middle of telling that.
Oh,
and then you just cut out for a while.
All it was there was a spider on the ceiling in the kitchen, and I wanted him to kill it.
Yeah.
And so what he did was he made a stupid little sign that said Rob's room this way, drew an arrow pointing to my direction in my room, taped it 5 inches away from the spider. I'm like, that doesn't help. And then he said, well, if you take down the piece of paper, I'll get the spider. And it took me 20 minutes to work up the courage to get that piece of paper. I'm a lot better with spiders now. I don't like them still, but I'm not that bad anymore, thankfully.
Was that last episode you said that story?
No, not that episode.
No, that was a while ago.
Okay, good.
Because
I thought I was thinking, didn't he say that months ago?
Yeah, it was whatever that game is called, Limbo or something.
Oh wow, that was a long time.
That was Halloween, bro.
Halloween, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
and you just let me kept talking?
Yeah. Well, we didn't. I don't know why.
I need to start listening to the podcast more.
At least on my end, I was like, oh, Matt. I think at the time I thought that, I don't know, Matt heard you and I just did it or something. But then I listened back to the actual recording. I was like, oh, no, none of us, he just literally just cut out. None of us heard him. And just let it go.
God damn.
Why did I do that?
I don't know. I was just following along with you.
What was I on?
Well, to be fair, if you were playing Limbo, you were getting kind of tilted, Sam.
Dude, love getting tilted.
Yeah? Tilted Towers?
Tilted. Where are we dropping, boys?
Where are we dropping?
Yeah.
Number 1 Victory Royale.
Hey, at episode 50, do you want to do a tier list of the thumbnails?
Sure.
I've been wanting to do that. And I was trying
to... do we do episode 50 because 50, or do we do 52 because it's been a year?
Well, I think we do something special for a year. But I think 50 is a good number for the thumbnails.
Okay. But here's the thing, is because you made all the thumbnails, I think it's got to be me or Dustin in charge of the actual mouse.
I can trust Matt to put it where we told him to.
Yeah, we've done tier lists before.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, Rob doesn't.
I don't think Matt's just going to be like, "Oh, you say F? Nope, sorry, that's an A tier. Don't get F.
Nope,
Matt's
gonna just put them all in S tier.
As if any of them are going to be an F tier. There's totally some that are going to be an F tier.
There's a couple problems.
There are I'm not gonna lie. There are some that I phoned it in real bad. I was uploading and I was like, shit, I didn't make one yet. And I just threw the fucking sheep heads on something, man. I'm not gonna lie.
One of those was just a picture of some old lady, and then you put a pink sheep in the reflection of her glasses. I remember being there with you, like, oh fuck, I need a thumbnail now. Old lady.
No, because that one in particular was because that was when Georgia kept saying like existential dread or something. At grandma's house. I don't know. Was that also the time that he would not? No, that was a different time that he would just not tell the story that he was.
That's
trying
every
to
time
tell.
he's ever on. Literally every time he's ever on, he has a story, and we're like, "Get on with it. Just say it." He's like, "Nah, I don't want to." What are you talking about? You started it.
But I looked up the website that I use that has a bunch of free stock pictures. It's called Pexels, I think it's called. I looked up Dread on that, and then that old lady came up, and I'm like, you know what? Good enough.
Good enough.
Fuck it. Put it up. Put it on there. Slap a sheep head on that. Call it a day. Yeah. Yeah, I think when it's important, I think they're good. Rob also has to make the thumbnail when he edits the episode, and I'm dying.
Dude, I can do that. I've gotten better
to
with
figure
shit.
out. I really want to see it.
Dude, I can make it happen.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad I've never offered to edit. I don't want to have to deal with any of that.
But I got to do it on his terms when he's not busy, when he's ready to do it, and I just have to give it up. I have to do it on his time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'll know it. You'll know it when you see it.
Oh boy.
I'll be honest.
Dude, there's gonna be an episode about mid-July. People look at the thumbnail, they're like, "Oh, this must be the one Rob edited."
MS Paint. Let's go.
Dude, it's gonna be so
I'm
beautiful.
gonna edit one. I'm gonna do a thumbnail in MS Paint around that time, and people are gonna think it's yours.
You fooled them. They'll never know.
I'll get that. I'll beat you there.
Dude.
Exactly, man. I know.
I had something crazy happen at work yesterday.
Oh shit!
Yo, yeah. Mail story.
Yeah. Yeah. I was walking back to my mail truck after doing a piece of a route, and a squirrel fell on my head.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah. It's really sad. I just heard a rustling over my head, and I was like, "Oh, what?" And then there was something. I was like, "What is this?" And it just
do you have a hat?
I was not wearing a hat now.
Oh, so you just felt his little hands?
Yeah, it's the claws. Yeah,
little hand. They got claws.
Nails. I don't know what they are. They got something.
I thought they just had little hands.
Nah, they're not raw dogging. Hey, it was pretty sharp.
I'm sorry. What?
They're not raw dogging. They're not raw dogging these trunks, just climbing up with bare hands. They dig into them.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I never thought about snails having claws. But I guess
Who?
that makes sense.
Huh? Why would snails have claws?
God.
Snails.
Squirrels, sorry.
Y'all are all sorts of messed up and confused.
I'm having a stroke.
Hey, I said everything perfectly.
I don't think about snails having claws regularly, except that one moment, apparently.
That would be weird if snails had claws.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, why would they need them? For what purpose?
That's really how they get around. Just a bunch of claws dragging them around.
Bunch of tiny little claws. It's like one big claw that they just drag themselves with, but only when people aren't around.
Yeah.
Like they're like toys from Toy Story. It's like, oh, Andy's coming, or like, oh, there's a person here, and then they put him away.
Yeah, after the squirrel fell on my head, I just was slightly concerned about rabies and stuff. I was like, that can't happen, right? Can I get rabies from the squirrel? I don't know. So I literally just Googled like squirrel fell on my head. And I just kept finding people looking for like the spiritual meaning behind squirrel falling on your head. It's like, no,
what does it mean?
No one knows. It's a bunch of these like, I don't know, mediums online saying like, oh, what does it mean? It's like, now who knows?
Who knows?
Like, it means a squirrel jumped on you, you idiot.
It might mean that you might have a chance encounter within some time. It means good luck in what you're doing. Don't buy stocks now. Buy stocks now, maybe. It's some brand of luck.
At least according to the CDC, apparently squirrels very rarely ever have rabies. And also they need to break skin in order to transmit it to you. And this squirrel did not do that, so pretty sure I'm in the clear.
All right, good. We wouldn't want you to have rabies.
Definitely not.
Dustin gets rabies, and it's a picture in the thumbnail. It's a picture of you and your mouth like foaming and shit. There it
Oh
is.
my god, this is amazing. So I found an article. I'm just gonna read it in full. You ready?
Go for it.
Have you been hit on the head by a squirrel?
You're
thump on-
reading the exact one I read.
Oh, is this the one you're reading?
Possibly. It sounds familiar already.
I think it might be. The thump on my head was sudden and unexpected. I was walking through the park and thought I had been hit in the head by a branch. The blow caused me to stagger and I admit shriek a bit, but it did not knock me out. I grabbed my head and glanced behind me to see if someone was there and to find out what collided with my head. Within a second, it was clear that the staggering squirrel in front of me was the culprit. He was a bit off balance and obviously regaining footing. He turned and looked at me, chewed me out, and ran up the tree next to me. I had been hit in the head by a falling squirrel who was blaming me for the encounter. A squirrel was scapegoating me for his own awkward imbalance. Luckily, I was wearing a hat. Blah, 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 blah. I headed home wondering what to make of this experience. Was this a targeted attack? Was it a random squirreling event? Or was it possibly the start of some larger and more sinister squirrel terrorism?
Yeah.
And of course, because this was just so odd, I wondered if this was a common occurrence. An internet search on squirrel hitting a person in the head revealed several other head-seeking squirrel events, but they were by no means common. And of course, none of those people had any intel on what the event meant. It had resulted in interpretations of squirrel dreams, but none about dreams with squirrel head encounters. And then there was great discourse on the spiritual meaning of squirrels as power animals.
Yeah.
And I may as well have been reading about the trickster coyote. According to the experts, squirrels can be telling me that I'm hoarding old emotions, situations, or problems, or that I need to hold on to things that have meaning to me. On the other hand, it may mean that I need to have more fun or be more focused and patient or persistent. Then again, maybe a project or relationship I've been working on is about to come to fruition. By the end of the day, I had shared the story with several friends, joking about the impending squirrel apocalypse and cautioning everyone to wear bike helmets whenever near a tree. Perhaps this was a variation on one of the 10 plagues of the Hitchcock movie The Birds. There had to be a meaning because everything happens for a reason. At best, it depends. Yes, there's a reason the squirrel fell out of the tree. It was a misjudged jump. Yes, there was a reason he hit my head. I was right there. Was there some deep spiritual reason for me to discern? Probably not. Not everything that happens around me is about me. Not everything that happens to me carries deep mystical insight. Maybe I just need to paraphrase Freud. Sometimes a squirrel hitting you in the head is just a squirrel with bad balance.
Wow.
Yeah, alright, so under that squirrel symbolism. Squirrel symbolism is a message for us to have more fun. You need to have more fun, Dustin.
Yeah,
my life was so boring. A squirrel had to hop in and hit me in the head. It's like, here you go, bud. A little excitement for you. Leave your house, loser.
Yeah.
Touch grass, nerd.
Touch squirrel.
Touch squirrel. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the squirrel hitting your head means you should just do more. You should just live more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be alive more.
Be alive more.
Be alive more.
Yeah. Damn. Well said.
The way you're living right now, do that, but more.
So, I've been doing a couple interviews over the past week.
Oh.
Trying to get a teaching position. And I got a question in one of my interviews that I was not ready for at all.
What's your name?
I'm curious how you would have answered this, Dustin, okay?
Oh.
So, you're applying to be a teacher, okay?
I am.
They're asking you, normal questions for the interview.
Makes sense.
And then they ask, in your own words, what does Black Lives Matter mean to you?
I stand up and walk out of the room. Not touching that. Goodbye.
Oh my God. Come on, Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin, so answer the question.
No,
Answer the
question.
Why are we asking people this question?
So, I'll explain the reasoning I think behind the question, but I want to hear what Dustin's answer would have been. Because I had to come up with an answer on the fly, so now I want to hear someone else have to do it. And I'll have you know, Matt, I came dangerously close to including in my answer the phrase, I have a friend who is of color. I had to stop myself.
You really gonna I'm a black friend, so, his life matters to me, I guess.
So my guess as to why they did it is the school is a majority people of color.
Okay.
It was a school in Dorchester, which I believe is a majority
as we
people of color
call it,
Buster.
So I think that's why they asked the question, but still, I was not ready for it. I still think I did. I think I did an okay job answering it, though. I basically just kind of explained how I was like, look, I know there are some people who try to say it is all lives matter or whatever, but like, basically what it's saying is that people who are of color need extra help in order to get to the same footing. What?
Nothing.
To get to the same footing as people because of inherent bias and stuff like that. I did my best to sound smart, but I was not ready for that question.
Yeah,
that might be the second strangest question I've been asked on an interview.
Yeah,
I think the strangest still goes to one of the first interviews I've ever done in my life, where the very first question was, if you had a 10-foot giraffe and had to get it through a 5-foot tall doorway, how would you get it through?
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, the classic 10-foot giraffe problem.
Is that wait, is that a common one or no? Are you memeing?
I think it is.
So I learned this after the fact, Matt. It's basically a question. A, by answering it, it kind of tells a little bit about your personality. But more importantly, B, it's such a ridiculous question that it kind of puts people at ease. Because it's like, now you're going to treat this less seriously and be less nervous.
Interesting.
So a lot of people will do that as the first question to kind of just ease into the interview.
Okay. I do kind of like the interviewer kind of taking responsibility for setting the environment, not the interviewee. That's kind of cool and based, and I like that.
It was interesting though, because I remember I said that I would try to coax the giraffe to duck its head down. But then after they wrote down my answer, I said, before we continue, I have to ask, has anyone ever just said they were going to cut the giraffe's head off?
And then they immediately were like, all right, don't call us, we'll call you.
No, I ended up getting that job. I got that job. That was the interview for me working at the Boy Scout camp that summer.
All right, campers. Today we're getting our giraffe training badges.
Merit badge.
We're getting our giraffe training badges. Rob, go home. You're not allowed to be here.
Dude, they have
based on your interview, you're not allowed to be here.
Dude, they have so many merit badges for Boy Scouts. It's insane. I remember I got to the point where, like, in Boy Scouts, we would do games where it was like, oh, is this a real merit badge or is this a fake merit badge? Because you sometimes couldn't tell the difference.
other.
Yeah.
So what does Black Lives Matter mean to you, Dustin?
Yeah, you seem to be skirting the question here.
Dustin, you have something you want to tell me? Do we need?
I'm just trying to think of a better answer than I think it's poggers. That's just where my brain keeps going. I can't get past that. I would just say, "Oh, dude, poggers! I love Black Lives Matter. I'm all about it."
That's great. Love that, man. He's like, "Here, you want to see my you want to see my Discord messages with my black friend?"
Dude, I took a test once. Just don't ask what the results were.
That's what I was thinking. Like, they're better off just having you take that test rather than asking
No,
the term Black Lives Matter.
We're not doing any tests.
Yo, we should do the test for the podcast.
Oh God, no. Dude, actually, that's a point though. We should do BuzzFeed quizzes for a podcast.
We tried, but then Matt wouldn't edit it.
True. I don't remember why I gave up on that. I just did. If it was for a podcast, I would do it. I think I didn't want to have to edit it all down.
Shame, that was a good too. A good time.
We still have it.
Cool.
It's like Road 96. It exists for so long.
Are you gonna do the same thing you did with Route 96? Where now that we're talking about, you're gonna have you taking me the game for this.
It's true. It didn't work last time.
It's not even, the entire point was us talking over it. The quiz just isn't gonna do anything. It's like, okay, I guess he's taking a quiz and I'm not even talking about, so I can barely even follow along.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I got my one joke out of that whole 8 hours of recording.
Yeah.
I got my one joke out of it. That's all I needed.
Cool.
What was the one joke?
It was the girlfriend tried to break up with us.
Oh, you're talking about Route 96.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no joke in TF2.
I was thinking of the BuzzFeed quiz, the Ben 10 alien quiz.
Dude, what are we talking about?
Man, good thing we started a podcast. So good at talking.
Yeah, I was walking home yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Not yesterday, 2 days ago.
And a squirrel fell on your head?
It was insane.
Yo!
No, but oh, this is the wrong sign. So I was walking home and there was it had rained, so there was a bunch of cool puddles and there's cool like reflections in the puddles, so I was just taking pictures of the puddles to get the reflections, and like the clouds looked really clear in them, and it was fun. Good time, man. I've been taking more pictures and doing more stuff. It's fun.
Nice.
There you go.
Anyway, so I'm kind of like standing like not like in the middle of like the street, like one step off of. It's like where you have to cross the street, not crossing the street, but like the sidewalk goes, the sidewalk stops and then there's a place where cars go down in the other one. So I'm kind of like I'm like slightly off of the sidewalk, like not in the middle.
Okay.
Like
you're on the side of the road.
Yeah, but someone has to turn to if someone wanted to hit me with their car, they'd have to turn to do it, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, sure.
I don't know. I don't drive. Anyway. So I'm standing there just off the sidewalk, and this car like turns down the street that I'm in the front of. So even though they're not really gonna hit me, I get out of the way. And I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna get out of the way. I get back onto the sidewalk. It's just some lady in her car, and her house is like right there. So she pulls into her driveway. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm done here anyway. So I'm walking away, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I could like try to get the puddle at a different angle. I turn around and she's just standing there, like arms crossed, legs kind of like shoulder width apart, and her arms crossed, and she's just standing there at the end of the sidewalk looking at me.
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm very conflict avoidant, so I just turned around and kept walking. I'm like, I'm not starting a random fight with some white woman. That's not happening.
Oh,
I'm just like, okay.
I would have been like, can I help you with something?
I'm like, oh god, I don't know if you, dude. A couple days ago, I was in Salem with Georgia, and this lady like cut off. Oh my god, I don't know if he wants. I guess I could say it. So this lady like cuts him off for a parking space, right?
Okay.
And as she's like walking out of her car, he like rolls down the window.
Oh.
I hope he's okay with me saying this. And he's like, you're a real bitch, you know that?
Wow.
And I'm like I'm in the car. I am stunned. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why is he doing this? Does he do this regularly? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I also thought she was just gonna hit us the way that she was not looking at us and looking for parking spaces. He's 100% right. She was being very reckless. But I'm like, what the fuck?
That may be the case.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you have to be careful with cases like that.
No, but yeah.
And not to straight up say, I wouldn't expect that from Georgia.
It's in hindsight, it was pretty funny.
Dude, I remember when shortly after I first got my license, a situation happened with the son of one of my mom's coworkers where he was driving, someone cut him off or whatever, and so he rolled down his window and yelled at them. The guy followed him, parked next to him, and then pulled out a knife and stabbed him.
Oh my god, what?
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Oh, I was waiting for the haha.
No haha.
There's no haha.
There's no haha. I mean, he lived.
Okay. Well, now it's a haha.
But yeah, no. When I'm driving, I might scream, I might yell. I will never roll down a window at someone. That being said, if someone's just looking at me inquisitively like that, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, can I help you with something?" Not thinking anything's wrong, just like, "Is something wrong? Is there a problem?"
Yeah, these things happen like days apart. Mine coming after, and I'm telling Georgia that this happened, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. I wasn't trying to start a fight with some random woman.
You think she was just racist?
I didn't know. I couldn't figure it out. I was being like, all right, well, let's see. I thought about that after. I'm like, I wonder. I was also just kind of like thinking, bro, this is on the way home from work. It's like down the street, bro.
Oh.
But I'm like, I guess I am just a random guy with like taking pictures. And I'm like, lady, I'm just trying to take pictures of puddles, man. And I'm like going in my head of like, I'm basically practicing in my head. Should this happen again? Because I have to rehearse this stuff in order to be able to do it in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, and then I end up the whole way home. I'm just thinking about like, okay, so like what? Okay, so I'm like, yeah, hey, I never even pointed the camera at you. I'm just taking pictures of like the reflections in the puddles because I take pictures and stuff.
Matt, you
I
feel
can
like
show
you're
you
ready?
the pictures right now.
Yeah, I can show you pictures right now.
You feel like you're ready for another encounter?
Sure.
All right, let's role play.
Just gonna say slur.
All right, so Elston, shut up.
Okay.
All right, so I'm the white woman.
Okay, not too far off.
Look at you. My arms are crossed.
Legs shoulder width apart.
Shoulder apart. Okay. I turn around. I see you.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep walking away. This is the story I just told. I don't know why we're doing this.
Because I thought you said you were getting ready to talk to her. You were getting ready.
Well, she would have to start the conversation for him to say anything. Otherwise, he's just going to walk away.
Yeah. You know my character. You know my character's motivation.
Yeah.
Come
on, Robert. Come on.
And then you turn around.
I turn around.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm just taking pictures of the puddles. You can kind of see the sky, and them look kind of cool.
You taking pictures of my house?
No, your house is
taking pictures of my house.
Your house is over there, lady. I was just taking pictures of the puddles. Like my camera was not even pointing
You
at
know
like,
where I live.
Car. I literally just saw you pull in to your driveway. So unless you just stopped in some random person's driveway, I think I figured I assumed you lived around here. Also, you said your house.
Well, you shouldn't be taking pictures where you don't belong. All right, or I will call the cops.
It's a sidewalk. You don't know the sidewalk,
it's
lady.
My sidewalk, though. It's not for you people.
People. Christ. Like photographers. Like you don't like photographers.
You know what I mean.
No photographers allowed. They have 2 water fountains. One photographer, and the other for people who are photographers.
Dude, poor photographers.
But the really pretty looking one is for not photographers, just to spite them. Be like, oh, so that we're the aesthetic. We get the old one that doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. I after when I was going through the whole thing in my head, I was like, all right, but like, okay, so like I show her, like, what if I have to show her the pictures on my camera, and then I'm like, okay, but what happens if he like tries to like take my camera? She tries to grab it. I'm like, okay, well I have the wrist strap on it, so I would just pull it back because I have my wrist strap. You know, like imagine trying to take a Wii remote out of someone's hand.
Dude, the moment someone tries taking that out of my hands, I'm calling the cops.
You just take it back.
Yeah, I mean, I have it, so I just take it back, and then okay, what happens if the cops come? And I'm like, okay, well, let's run through a couple scenarios.
You get shot.
Here. Yeah, probably. That was like 9. That was like Doctor Strange looking at all the possibilities, and they're like,
90% of them.
They're like, all right, there's there's like 14,900,000 where I get shot. Now, what happens in the one where I don't? And I'm just showing cops pictures of puddles, and they're like, what the fuck were you doing? And I'm like, look at it, it looks pretty. You can see the skies. I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna bring up I'm gonna edit it later and bring out the colors a little bit more. It's gonna look cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a photographer. I don't need to. I'm like, what do you do, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just went home, and I was like, oh, that happened. And then I realized that the stance she was making is that one stance that the girl from One Punch Man does. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Green-haired one?
Yeah, the one that they have a Kiriko.
Yeah.
They make her, or
I think I know what you're talking about.
She was basically doing that exact stance. So I'm like, One Punch Man? Like, you got a Crunchyroll account? Like, I like to think that if I ever was put in that situation, my response would just be to make jokes, even if they're not funny to them. Because that's how I handle stress in any way. So I feel like I just be like photographers. Like, you don't like cooks. Like I'm a cook. Like, you don't like cooks.
I've been reading a historical book.
You?
Yeah, dude, me.
I've been reading historical book. What book? Bible?
No, not Bible. It's a history of the British royal family. And it covers fucking everything, starting from the year like 802.
Oh, good year.
Yeah. So currently I'm up to 1066, William the Conqueror. About a solid 90% of what I read was boring.
Wow.
9% of it was really interesting. And then 1% of it was a 15-year-old king who, on the day he got crowned, put the crown down, walked away. Someone followed him to his bedroom where he was in a 3-way with his new wife and mother-in-law.
That's some Game of Thrones shit.
That's what I said. I was like, holy shit.
Wait, what is the significance of not bringing the crown, though?
Yeah, there's no reason to leave it on the ground. Just bring it.
The crown? Sorry, so I misspoke. He didn't. It's not that he left the crown behind. He took the crown with him, but it was like tossed carelessly on the floor.
That makes more sense.
He's just baller. Okay.
I thought to like crown put the crown on his head, like thank you, and then just put it down and left. Like, it's yours now. You get to keep it. Just you just put it on the counter or something. Why are you leaving it to ceremony, please?
Yeah, like you at least put it on like the weird pillow, like the podium with the pillow on it or something.
But like, yeah. There were some
that was a huge misdirection.
Dude, there were some big arguments about who would become king next back then, because there weren't formal rules of who would inherit the throne. So it's kind of like you would have to name whoever was going to be the next heir. It wasn't just assumed to be your son or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'd have these cases. I took notes. I'd have to look at my notes to get this all right, because it's confusing as fuck. So there was this king, Aethelred, who had a wife, Emma, who this woman quite literally was the real life Cersei, I'm pretty sure. Where she was just making power move after power move.
Did she ever get her elephants?
No.
Aw.
But she basically remained in power through like 6 different kings over like 45 years somehow. So basically she married this guy Aethelred. But then Aethelred died.
To a boar, yeah.
But the crown didn't go to their son, but instead went to like her brother or something like that. And then like it went to I'd have to look at my notes. It was so confusing. But it ended up being that she was queen twice because she married 2 different kings. Then 2 of her kids to her second marriage were king. Then finally her son with Aethelred was king. And the moment he finally becomes king, his first order of business is to take away all of her power, because he's like, yeah, you're way too power hungry.
And then that kid jumps out of a window. Hey, Game of Thrones is real, if you ask me.
Dude, I mean, Game of Thrones is slightly based on the real War of the Roses. But no, I don't think anyone child kings were jumping out of windows.
Unfortunate. That's when the show was good too, man.
Dude, when he's killing himself?
Oh,
jeez.
Actually, that scene was really good. I laughed. That scene was funny because he just does it. There's no lead up or anything. He just opens the window and is like, "Yep, I'm out of here."
Walk right off.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of get it though.
No.
No.
He was married to what's her name?
Marjorie.
Yeah.
Hazel Green. Yikes.
So Marjorie. Yeah, she was back there. He
loved her.
Marjorie.
He falsely he was obsessed with her, but like
yeah. So
he was like, she died. He realized that it was his own mother, and he's like, "Fuck this world, I'm out of here."
Oh, she was dead.
Yeah, okay, she had just died.
Oh, actually, no. Never mind. He was right. I agree with him. Never mind. I forgot.
And he knew his mother was the one who killed her.
Yeah, she blew up the whole church.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Game of Thrones. He's right. I forgot that Marjorie was dead at that point.
She had like just died.
Yeah, well, hurt a lot of people, but you know.
Yeah, but I think that's the one reason why he killed himself.
Who really cares?
Yeah.
I wonder what they're doing right now.
What, the actors?
Yeah, the people who are on Game of Thrones.
Probably still acting, I'm guessing.
I haven't
Being
seen
rich.
him. True. I haven't seen him in anything though.
I'm pretty sure I
Wasn't
saw Peter Dinklage in something.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I guess okay. Yeah, but he was always in stuff.
I mean, Jason Momoa was in Game of Thrones, right?
Was he?
Wasn't that where he started? He was
What's his name? Jason Momoa?
Yeah, he was Khal Drogo, wasn't he?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I guess so.
So he's probably the biggest name out of that, I guess.
Jason yeah,
around right now, yeah. But like Jon Snow.
That being Khal Drogo is not his first acting thing.
No, obviously.
Well, no, that was his biggest first one, I think.
Probably, yeah.
That was a thing that that was like his first big stage, I guess.
Big role, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I haven't seen like the guy like Jon Snow, Kit Harington. I haven't seen him do anything.
No.
Like Cersei or
Dragon Lady just keeps showing up at basketball games. That's all I ever see her in.
Wait, who?
The Queen of the Dragons, whatever her name is.
Oh, Breaker of Chains.
Yeah.
Career of Men.
Yeah.
Emilia Clarke.
No. Yeah, her.
Yeah.
I only ever see her. She's at the.
She's at basketball. What's she doing at basketball games?
She likes basketball.
Oh, I thought she was like.
Wait, you thought she was playing in the NBA?
I don't know.
What do you think I meant?
I thought she was like on like, I don't know, like whatever, like I don't know, like doing some weird press thing at basketball games.
No, she's like courtside, and then like after they come on a commercial, they show all the celebrities who were there.
Like ceremonial.
And she's there sometimes.
Do they do like a first pitch for basketball?
No.
No, they don't do like a first like dunk, and then they just make someone dunk a basketball.
No,
but they always pick a really short person, and Shaquille O'Neal holds them up.
No, they don't do that.
I can confirm that actor who plays Jon Snow continues to do quite a bit of acting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently, he's a voice actor for someone in the How to Train Your Dragon series.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think didn't he show up in a Marvel movie?
A Marvel movie.
Was he in Eternals or whatever? No, not Eternals.
Yeah, he is in Eternals.
Yeah, Eternals. Yeah, and he's gonna beat somebody with a sword. That's all I remember.
Oh, okay.
He's looking at a sword. He's like, oh, sword.
He was the host of a Saturday Night Live for an episode.
I watched that. That was good.
Dude, he was in a total of 2 video games. One of them was Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I was gonna guess he was in
the other one is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
There's a Game of Thrones video game?
Yeah, it was
Telltale
it's like Telltale.
Oh, they actually got him.
Never finished.
Wait, really?
No,
I think so.
Did Telltale ever finish any of their games like that?
They finished Walking Dead.
Oh, looks like it was the one was finished. It looks like.
What, Game of Thrones?
Yeah, it looks it.
Really?
Oh, well, there was a canceled sequel.
Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking of then.
There was a second season in development, but that was canceled.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Telltale should come back. Those are fun games.
The Telltale ones?
Yeah.
I never played any of them.
I didn't play a bunch either, but I also liked watching a bunch of Let's Plays of them. I felt like good content.
I have a lot of fun memory. I don't even remember who it was that I watched play it.
Oh.
They played Wolves of Glendale. The Wolf Among Us. Oh God, wait a minute.
Oh, the misery.
There is one, I think it was a Telltale game that I played. Was Minecraft Story Mode Telltale?
Yes.
So I played a little bit of that on the wonderful video game console of Netflix.
Yep, you can play it on Netflix.
Yeah, it was on Netflix. I forgot about that.
Because I remember I saw it on Netflix one day. I was like, what? This is on Netflix?
No, I did the exact same thing. I was on Netflix, and I'm like, wait a minute. Games? You got games on your phone, Netflix?
No, I was on the TV, but still. It was weird.
Okay, can't confirm it was Telltale.
Yeah. I mean, if your game's for free on Netflix, that must mean good things for your company.
You know what? You know what game?
TF2 is going to be on Netflix soon.
Not Telltale, but sort of similar to Telltale. You know what game I always wanted to play but never did because I just don't own the console for it?
Wait a minute. Until Dawn.
Yep, Until Dawn.
Cool, I got it. Yep. No, I'm the same way.
Yeah, but I don't have a PS3 or a PS4.
Oh, Until
so
Dawn, that horror one?
Yeah.
I've wanted
It's
to play
really
that.
good.
And then they had was it a sequel or a spiritual successor or something?
Wait, there's a spiritual successor?
I can't remember how it's related, but it's pretty much like the same as that game, except different story.
The black character in that game's name is Matt.
The Quarry?
Yeah, The Quarry, yeah.
The Quarry is the spiritual successor. Yo, I've not heard this.
Oh, is it actually a spiritual successor?
Yeah, it's not a sequel, but a spiritual successor.
Yeah.
Until Dawn game followed a harrowing night for a group of young adults. The Quarry finds 9 camp counselors fighting for survival in remote woods of upstate New York.
Yeah. Remember that was big for a little bit on Twitch and stuff when it came out.
The scares and level of terror are essential in any horror game. Gore, jump scares, and suspense are in both games, but Until Dawn plays up the jump scares more. According to that.
My only memories of Until Dawn was I wanted to play it after I watched Achievement Hunter play it.
Yeah.
That seemed fun.
Yeah.
What would you call those kind of games? Like the Telltale and the Until Dawns? Like what kind of games are those?
Those are
essentially just
visual novels.
Visual novels, yeah.
Just not for weebs.
There should be more of those then.
I mean, that's kind of like Dustin. I play the Zero Escape trilogy and the Danganronpa trilogy. Those are kind of the same way. The graphics are not nearly like that. They're very text heavy like that.
Yeah.
I still think that y'all would be like Danganronpa.
Yeah, because I'm a weeb.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying we should do a game playthrough of it at some point. I want to see you do a playthrough of it, Matt. I would watch that. I would watch you do a playthrough.
You'd watch that?
Yeah, I would, even though it would take a long fucking time.
Wow.
And you'd record it and never put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to record if you want to.
What are the moments we share as friends not worth anything if they're not uploaded to youtube.com for 6 views?
Hey, I'll say it. You don't have to record it, Matt.
You don't have to record it.
Yeah, don't record it.
I'll record it.
But what if I say a funny joke?
Well, you always record when we hang out, don't you? For the most part.
What?
At least you used to, right? Like just in case something funny happened.
He did for a little bit, but then he stopped.
For a little bit.
I didn't know you stopped.
Oh yeah, you stopped a while ago. I'm pretty sure.
What I want to do is that there is. So you have the thingamadoohickey, the Xbox, like the game, whatever the thing is that is like. You open it and then it's like Xbox gameplay or whatever, and you can like have it record like the last 60 seconds or something.
Yeah, the game bar.
Oh, yeah.
Game bar, that's what it's called. I couldn't remember what their name was.
I got you.
And it can record. I want to find something like that because that it will record Discord. It'll record your mic fine, and it'll also record what comes through Discord, but it's like always super low. I want to, if I can just get that working perfectly, it'd be that's exactly what I want.
All right.
Like just because everything just needs to you can actually hear people. And then if anything funny happens, I can just hit a button and I can save it. Which if I had a superpower, if I could have any superpower, it might actually just be that. To like have get any moment in like at like a video format, like a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like anytime anything happens. Because like imagine if we could just like rewatch like Rob saying it's a card game in like HD
Oh my god!
from like a perfect camera angle. That's an example. Okay, fine. All right, rewind that. Imagine if we could watch Dustin not know what a flight is any moment at any time in HD.
I know what is.
Does that feel bad? Oh, he wasn't there.
No, he wasn't there. He wasn't there for, but we told him the story.
Yeah, we've told.
Yeah,
him
I did. We have pizza one time. We were getting drinks, and I didn't know what a flight was.
And then you got
I do remember this.
Yeah, and then 3 drinks got brought to him. And
yep, I do.
Like, imagine, we could then play it for Rob, even though he wasn't there.
Yeah, he could watch it.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty cool power.
Yeah,
I'd be like that.
Not gonna do good at saving the day, but
Yeah, I'd be like the camera. It'd be like the camera guy from My Hero.
Dude, it'd be a reality TV sitcom.
He lived, right? Yeah.
The camera guy from My Hero?
Yeah, he didn't die or anything, right?
I'm trying to remember who the camera guy was. I just keep thinking of the guy from JoJo's.
I don't know.
That did something similar. That also is just a JoJo's stand. I just want to let you know, but we'll ignore that for now.
Why'd you have to ruin it for me, dude?
Yeah, sorry. Moody Blues.
Is that his name?
That's the stand name, yeah.
What does that have to do with cameras?
Nothing.
So why is that his name?
He just wanted to make a music reference.
But he doesn't make music. He takes pictures.
Well, he doesn't take pictures. Oh, I guess it's a little different. He literally shows exactly what happened. So I guess the stand is better than what you came up with.
Moody Blues.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sorry I care about game balance, bro.
Game balance.
I'm not just gonna give myself an O. You make your D&K character, and I'm like, I'm Super Lord Alt Maximus. I kill everything in one hit. I'm a level 1 fighter.
You're a bear.
I lie to my friend about what my animal can do for a leg up in D&D. That's my impression of you, Dustin.
That's a shame.
I just make things
Whole
up.
body lens?
What?
That's the guy's name.
My
hero. Whole not his name, but the power, the quirk.
Oh.
I don't remember this guy at all.
You don't remember him? He had a whole scene with Deku-kun.
Oh, there's him taking a selfie with his palm, I guess.
Yeah. Like that guy.
Man, if you have whatever that fear is called of circles or whatever, or like circles creep you out, you would not like this guy. He just has a lens. Christ.
Also, if you had a fear of camera lenses.
That as well, yeah.
You also would not like
I suppose if you wanted to go that step, yeah, you wouldn't like this guy if you're scared of camera lenses. Fun fact, if you're scared of humans, guess what? You're not going to have a good time with this guy.
You're not going to like this guy. If you're just like permanently scared at all times around everyone, you're probably not going to like anyone.
Yeah.
So Matt, what do I have to do to get you to play Danganronpa?
Not make it. I don't know. I'll do it.
Cool. I want to watch though.
How long is it?
No, I'll watch.
Honest answer, each game will probably take like 15 hours.
How many games are there?
Technically 4, but realistically, you could skip one of them. One of them is very, very different from the other ones in that it's not a visual novel. It's more like an action shooter game. And it's also like way... I'm trying to think of how to phrase it without spoiling. It's way more messed up than the other games, and I didn't like it. It was the most uncomfortable video game I've ever played on my stream. Think of it like that.
Oh, you played on stream too.
I played it on stream, and I felt so uncomfortable that I almost stopped the playthrough several times.
Ugh.
So I would not personally recommend that game. The other three I absolutely would.
It's anime, man.
I think the best way to do the games is like to play one, take a couple month break, then play the next another couple month break. Do it like that.
All right, man.
But yeah, if you do like a couple hours every like once a week, you can be done in a month.
Okay, man. I'll do that.
Sick.
I'll play the game.
Sick.
I'm a weeaboo.
Sick. All right, so final question I have for you, Matt.
Yeah, man.
What do I have to do now to get you to watch Shrek Retold with me?
Edit the podcast.
Edit the podcast?
Fuck no. I don't know, man. How about you don't, when the thing is, okay, my days off are Monday and Tuesday, and you work during those days, and then by the time that you're off work, we're both playing games with the boys. And
all right, but here's the thing. You ready?
And the vibes are immaculate.
But
and I don't want to stop to watch Shrek.
Matt, this Monday there is no D&D.
Yeah, neither is Sunday.
But my point is that what's stopping us from doing it Monday?
To spite you for making us not have D&D.
Here's the thing, Robert.
Yeah.
You ask Matt what you have to do to get and watch Shrek Retold. I think all you have to do is at Gamers, I'm watching Shrek Retold. Get in there. And then we'll all again. It's like, okay, guess we're watching Shrek Retold.
Dustin, you haven't been here. I've been trying to get this fucker to watch it for 2 weeks.
He has been here. He was here for both episodes. You talked about it when we were camping, and you talked about it last week.
Oh, I did.
He's been here. Yeah. Me and Georgia did have the idea that we watched the D&D movie without Rob on Sunday. Dustin, you down?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's go.
Sunday isn't tomorrow.
The actual movie.
Oh, that is tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the days of the week work, my dude.
Yeah.
That's my days.
True. My days are all messed up because my work schedule is weird. But apparently you can watch it on Paramount Plus, and we will all be watching it in one room at the same time. Definitely not streaming it through Discord. Definitely not doing that.
No, sir.
Because they would very much not appreciate our digital couch as opposed to a real couch. Mm-hmm. Definitely will not be doing that. Paramount Plus, do not send your lawyers because we are not doing that. Paramount Plus, I know you're listening.
John Paramount Plus.
John Paramount, Mr. Paramount, the Paramount of the Paramounts, if you will. Don't strike us down. But do tell your friends to listen.
Yeah.
Like Hulu.
And if you made it this far into the episode, smash that like button, subscribe.
That part's getting cut out. That's cringe.
That's totally fine.
But this is getting left in though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that part's getting.
We don't know what he said.
Then we have no idea what he said.
Dude, crazy how Dustin just said the N-word, right?
It's gonna be a really long censor beep, and we're all gonna be wondering what you said.
Man, I should just replace it with you saying the N-word. Like, Robert, whoa!